couple months ago, I paid a 3 day long visit to New York City as the last part of my 2 week trip to the East Coast of America. I got this camera about halfway through, so a lot of the parts aren't filmed in this video, but I will still try my best to explain everything. And yeah, I'm really happy I went, and here are a couple highlights. So I was staying with a couple family members at the time, and the morning after we flew in, we decided to cross Williamsburg Bridge. I think one of the bridge. I don't know. There were like three bridges. We crossed one of them, and we crossed that bridge into Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure to check out some shops and stuff. It's cool because I love bridges like this, and I love the cool sights. We got to like cross over everything, and we saw some amazing like little garden places by the river. This is picturesque. I love this. This looks so cool. Like, I'd love to live here. It just looks really nice. Oh, on the first night we went to 54 Below, which is one of my favorite venues ever. Like, I love that venue. Like, so many great performances have happened in 54 Below, and I'm so happy that I went. I didn't film anything because I didn't have the camera at the time, but I just wanted to say that for the record because I love 54 Below. Anyway, we have rivers like these where I live, but they're not nearly as cool or developed, if I'm being honest. It's mostly just like a bunch of grass and some dirt pathways, but I think it's really cool that the urbanization has blended nicely with like a bunch of gardens and some like fountains. Brooklyn was really cool. I liked all the cool little shops everywhere. I got my ear pierced. That's pretty funky. This is just me talking for 6 minutes straight. I need to cut this. We walked most of the places that we went to, and we got to take the subway too. I really liked that. I loved seeing all the things that made this place like a city, if I'm being honest, like seeing all the stalls and seeing like graffiti everywhere. I thought that was really kind of cool. The subway was, it was pretty good, I'd say. Like, the subway in my city is definitely like cleaner and easier to navigate, and I prefer it generally, but I thought the subway, I like the paper tickets that it had. I thought it was cool. And oh, there's a shot of my piercing that I had just gotten at that moment. I look so happy. Yeah, we walked through Little Italy and Chinatown, and I saw the cool balconies like they have in West Side Story. Because I thought that was so cool. Lights everywhere, and oh, little restaurants that like extend into the road. I thought were the cutest thing ever. I love that. Walking through the road was so cool. A lot of high rises too. I don't tend to see many of those where I live, so that was really interesting. I loved it. And for my last night there, I booked tickets off Broadway for Little Shop of Horrors, where Seymour Krelborn was being played by Skylar Astin, and oh my god, when I found that out, I freaked out, because I knew that the role had been originated by Jonathan Groff in 2019, and Jeremy Jordan did step in at some point, but I didn't know that anyone that I knew was going to be Seymour until I read it online on Broadway World, and I got so happy because I learned that Skylar Astin, the guy from Pitch Perfect, who I know him from, was playing Seymour, and one of my favorite musicals in a great venue was starred in, I guess, by one of my favorite actors, and I'm really happy about that. I was also really excited for Tammy Blanchard because she was in the original off-Broadway cast of Little Shop, and I really, really wanted to see her. The venue was really great too. I loved it. It's so tiny. I love small theaters. It feels way closer to the actors, and you get to be way closer to the stage too. I really thought that it was so good. Probably one of my best theater experiences ever, and it really added to my trip. And on a completely different note, because the theater was so small, the lady behind me was with her friend, and I heard her saying that she saw Mean Girls on Broadway, and she said it was like an awful musical, and it was like really trashy, and it was like deeply offended because I love Mean Girls the musical. Everyone hates it. They all say it's bad. They all say it's an awful adaptation. And sure, compared to the movie, it isn't as good, and I understand that, but it's still a good musical. Like, the songs, they slap. The staging is really cool. I love all the choreography. I think it's great. It's really funny. Like, it keeps the general vibe of Mean Girls while still, managing to be original. I will defend Mean Girls the musical until I die. I love it. Back to what this video is meant to be about. And so after that somewhat defining experience, that kind of concludes my trip to New York City. I mean, after that night, we woke up, walked around a bit more, headed to the airport at about 2 p.m. There was enough time to go around the airport to little shops and things like that. And I bought this amazing neck pillow. It's so good. It was $50, but I'd say it's well worth it. Invest in a good neck pillow when traveling because it will save your neck. Literally. I'm really happy I went. I'm really happy that you watched until the end of this video. Yeah, there's not much to say here. I'll definitely be posting more interesting things and not just me talking for 7 straight minutes because I will run out of things to say. Thank you a lot, and yeah, I hope you look forward to more stuff that I'm posting. All right, bye.